Every year, over 40 million used cars are sold, and nearly half hide a costly secret. Quick question. If you found your perfect car, but the seller refused one of these checks, would you still buy it? Drop your honest answer in the comments. Today, you'll discover the 18 essential checks that separate a dream deal from a financial nightmare, including one hidden step even veteran buyers often miss. Vehicle History Report. What if the car you're eyeing has lived 3 different lives? Hidden accidents, title changes, or even theft records can linger in the shadows of a vehicle's past. A glossy paint job won't erase a branded title, and once you own it, you inherit every problem. That's why running a history report isn't optional. It's your flashlight into the dark corners. Services like Carfax or AutoCheck cost less than dinner, yet they can reveal damage, lemon buybacks, or odometer rollbacks in seconds. Always cross-check the VIN across multiple databases. A clean history equals peace of mind. Skipping it equals risk. Big risk. Here's a shocker. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates more than 450,000 vehicles each year are sold with tampered odometers. That's billions lost by unsuspected buyers. A car showing 80,000 miles may have actually traveled 180,000. And the wear on the engine, suspension, and transmission will tell the truth. Mileage manipulation doesn't just inflate the price, it also masks looming repairs. The smartest move? Always compare the displayed mileage against service records, oil-change stickers, and inspection reports. Even worn-out pedals or a sagging driver's seat can betray the lie. Trust documents, not dashboards. Real miles matter. Fake miles cost. Imagine buying a car that smells fine today but reeks of mold the next rainy season. Flood-damaged vehicles often travel across state lines, cleaned up just enough for a quick glance. Corrosion eats away at wiring, hidden moisture destroys electronics, and rust silently weakens the frame. Once you're stuck with it, repairs are endless. The solution is surprisingly simple. Trust your senses. Check under carpets, sniff for musty odors, and look for water lines behind panels or rusty screws under seats. If something feels off, walk away. Flood cars are time bombs. Don't buy a future headache. Ever driven a car that drifts even on a straight road? That's often the hidden signature of frame damage. Sellers sometimes mask the issue with new tires or quick alignments, but the skeleton of the vehicle tells no lies. A bent frame compromises crash safety, ruins tire wear, and slashes resale value. Once discovered, repairs can cost more than the car itself. The fix is prevention. Insist on a lift inspection. Look for welding marks, uneven rails, or crumple zones that don't line up. If the bones are broken, the car is broken. Strong frames save lives. Picture this. You start the car, and instead of a steady hum, you hear a faint knock. That sound could be the whisper of thousands in future repairs. Engines don't lie. Smoke from the exhaust, oil leaks under the hood, or uneven idling are all warnings. Sellers may warm up a car before you arrive, masking cold start issues that only appear after sitting overnight. Always insist on a cold start if possible, and check for blue or white smoke. Oil color and level reveal neglect in seconds. Healthy engines last years, neglected ones drain bank accounts. Listen closely. Your wallet depends on it. What's more expensive than an engine replacement? Often, it's a transmission failure. Smooth shifting isn't just about comfort, it's the heartbeat of drivability. Hesitation, slipping gears, or delayed engagement are early signs of major trouble. A single repair can rival the cost of the entire vehicle. That's why you need to test thoroughly. Accelerate gently, brake hard, and drive both city streets and highways. Automatic or manual, transmissions reveal their truth under pressure. And don't forget the fluid. Burnt smell or dark color means trouble. Shifting smooth equals future secure. Slipping gears equal instant regret. Always make the gearbox prove itself. Imagine buying a car that stops fine on the test drive until you hit the highway and feel a terrifying vibration. Weak or worn brakes are among the most common hidden dangers in used cars. Pads worn to the metal, warped rotors, or spongy brake lines don't just shorten lifespan, they can cause accidents and liability nightmares. A quick glance through the wheels often reveals rusted rotors or uneven wear. During a drive, listen for grinding, squealing, or pulling to one side. Brakes aren't optional. They're survival. The rule is simple. If braking isn't crisp and responsive, the car isn't worth it. You're cruising along when the car suddenly clunks over a bump and pulls hard left. That's the suspension shouting for help. Worn shocks, damaged bushings, or bent steering components not only make driving miserable, but also chew through tires and reduce safety in emergencies. A smooth road may hide the truth, so always test on uneven surfaces, ramps, or sharp turns. Pay attention to steering play or noises when turning the wheel at low speed. Repairs often run into the thousands, but early detection saves you from inheriting someone else's neglect. Solid suspension means control. Weak suspension means danger. If these checks are opening your eyes to costly risks, hit that like button so more buyers avoid falling into traps. And make sure you're subscribed, because the next set of checks dives into problems most people never think about until it's too late. A shiny used car can hide its story in plain sight on the tires. Uneven tread wear often reveals poor alignment, hidden suspension issues, or even a past accident. Tires worn more on one side than the other are red flags you can spot without tools. Check the sidewalls for cracks, bulges, or mismatched brands. These details hint at cost-cutting repairs or neglect. Even the spare tire deserves inspection, since it shows whether the owner maintained the vehicle fully or just the parts on display. Tires are the car's shoes. Worn soles tell the real journey. Let the tread tell the truth. Ever sat in a car where the window sticks halfway or the AC randomly shuts off? That's the electrical system warning you. Wiring issues, failing alternators, or dying batteries can turn ownership into a nightmare of unpredictable repairs. The fix isn't complex. Test every single switch, button, and feature. From power windows to seat warmers, from headlights to radio, nothing should be ignored. Even flickering dashboard lights can hint at deeper wiring problems. Electrical gremlins rarely appear on a quick drive, but reveal themselves through thorough testing. Push every button before you buy. Working electronics mean reliability. Dead circuits mean endless bills. Here's a chilling fact. Some cars on the market are sold with airbags missing, literally removed after an accident to save the seller money. Buyers drive off thinking they're protected, but in a crash, nothing deploys. The danger is real, and the fix is non-negotiable. Always turn the key and check that the airbag light comes on, then goes off. A light that never shows, or one that stays on, signals trouble. Some dishonest sellers even tamper with bulbs to hide faults. Your safety systems are invisible until the moment they matter most. Verify them now. Missing airbags cost lives. You buy a car, and a week later, the check engine light glows like a warning beacon. Often, it's tied to emissions problems, faulty sensors, bad catalytic converters, or leaks in the exhaust. Besides repair costs, failed emissions tests can prevent you from registering the car at all. That turns your shiny purchase into a driveway ornament. Before buying, always scan the car with an OBD2 reader. Many parts stores will even do it free. Walk away from sellers who refuse. Clean exhaust means road ready. Dirty exhaust means endless repairs. Don't gamble on a glowing light. Rust doesn't just eat metal, it eats money. While a little surface rust might seem harmless, structural corrosion is a silent deal breaker. Frames weakened by rust can collapse in accidents, and repairing them often costs more than the vehicle's worth. Don't stop at shiny paint. Crawl under the car, peek inside wheel wells, and check the seams under doors or the trunk. Look for bubbling paint, flaking metal, or damp spots that signal deeper decay. A rust-free car lasts decades. A rusty one becomes scrap faster than you think. Steel is strength. Rust is weakness. Choose strength every time. Ever notice a car that claims low mileage, but the seats are shredded, and the steering wheel is smooth as glass. Interior wear tells a truer story than any odometer reading. Pedals worn down, faded buttons, or sagging upholstery can all betray a life of heavy use. Sellers may replace floor mats or seat covers to hide the evidence, but small details never lie. Always compare interior condition with the mileage shown. If the numbers don't match the wear, something's off. Trust your eyes more than the dial. Interiors reveal honesty. Is that showroom shine covering up a crash history? Fresh paint and glossy finishes can be more disguised than beauty. Look closely at body panel gaps. Uneven spacing, mismatched colors, or overspray around trim hint at collision repairs. Even a magnet test on steel panels can reveal areas filled with body filler instead of real metal. Cosmetic cover-ups may seem harmless, but they often hide deeper structural damage. A car's body tells its history if you know where to look. Straight panels mean confidence. Crooked panels mean compromise. Always let the body language speak. Here's something most buyers forget. Recalls don't expire. Automakers issue them to fix dangerous defects. Yet millions of used cars are still sold with open recalls. That means airbags that won't deploy, brakes that can fail, or engines prone to fire. The solution? Simple. Run the VIN on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website. It's free, fast, and life-saving. While you're at it, request service records. Consistent oil changes, timely belt replacements, and documented maintenance prove the car's been cared for. Paper trails equal trust. Missing records equal risk. Safety isn't optional. Check before you sign. On paper, everything may look perfect, but the road tells the truth. A test drive is your chance to feel how the car really behaves. Listen for clunks, rattles, or whining noises. Notice how the steering responds and whether the brakes feel confident. Drive at different speeds, on different roads, and push the car a little to reveal hidden flaws. Comfort also matters. Seats, visibility, and cabin noise can make or break long-term ownership. Never rush this step. A few extra miles today can save you years of regret tomorrow. Paper doesn't lie, but the road speaks louder. Even the sharpest eye can miss what a trained mechanic spots in minutes. Sellers might polish a car to perfection, but a professional inspection cuts through the shine. For around $100, $200, a mechanic can uncover hidden leaks, frame issues, electrical faults, or signs of tampering that no test drive would reveal. It's the cheapest insurance policy you'll ever buy. If a seller resists this step, that's a red flag in itself. Walk away confidently. Cars are complex machines, and only experts see everything. An inspection isn't an expense, it's an investment. Trust the pros, they save you thousands. Buying used can be brilliant, but skipping these checks turns a smart deal into a financial disaster. Remember, every corner you cut today can cost you tomorrow, in safety, money, and peace of mind. The best buyers aren't lucky, they're prepared. Now you know how to avoid buying someone else's problem car. But once you've got the right one in your driveway, the real challenge begins, keeping it running strong for years. And for that reason, you have to check out the video where I have explained 13 habits that kept my car alive. Simple routines that save money, prevent breakdowns, and stretch the life of any vehicle. Don't miss it. Your future self will thank you.